Training from the Law Centre has been great in terms of our staff being able to pick up early and making sure that people have got the information that they need. So we've had training around the Care Act, we've had training around Section 17, child in need assessments, so working with things like early help and safeguarding, but also children's social services. They gave us some support around education, health and care plans. So our staff are empowered to empower others, and what we do is we take that information and we use that day to day, either with groups, communities or individuals. So through that training, the Law Centre has indirectly helped hundreds and hundreds of people over the years.
Some of the key positives and recognisable impact of being partnered with the Law Centre is that women have had streamlined access to legal advice services that they need. And again, whether that's been one-off advice or whether the Law Centre have been able to support colleagues at FWT in the work that they're doing to guide the advice and information work that we do, or whether it's become more significant casework that the Law Centre then hold. They've helped us at FWT with our understanding and our ability to raise awareness to the women we support where they may be encountering a legal need that they may not be aware is a legal need that they're entitled to support with. So that's been a huge impact.
I remember when I first started working with Food Bank back in 2014, the Law Centre was one of the places, if somebody had a complex need or a complex issue, that you would refer them into. Over the years, obviously, we've developed a more closer relationship, in the working relationship, and sharing, intel and sharing best practice. So it's been really, really good to work with the Law Centre, and to have the Law Centre is such a valuable commodity to have within the city, that you know that you've got this fabulous resource that when you've got a situation that is well beyond what you can deal with, you know that there's somebody there with a legal background that can actually go, well, we can refer that person into them and get them the support and help that they need.
Rights-based solutions for any local authority are important. You need an organisation that can advocate on a rights-based approach, so that particularly my service area, the example we gave, where people are getting the right benefit support, it's about ensuring that people are getting what they're entitled to, and that we as a local authority take that challenge back, but also that we work together collaboratively to ensure that we're delivering the rights-based model in conjunction with yourselves across the city.
You can't have projects for disadvantaged people without having confidence in delivering legal messages. And so rights-based work has woven itself through all our Strengthening People projects, and the Law Centre has been a key contributor to our confidence in being able to do that and do that well. It's become integral to how we deliver our support, but I think what's really key is that it's not a distance support that you offer. Your staff will come to our team meetings, they will come to group events and meet the people that we work with. The way that you work with us, we feel confident that we have a close relationship. So if we did have a sticky issue, and we quite often do have complex issues, we know that the Law Centre will respond in the way that will work for the people that we serve, because they know them.
We've benefited from training opportunities that the Law Centre has facilitated, whether that's been on site at FWT or online. We also get lots of information shared from the Law Centre, which then I can circulate wider across our teams at FWT and with project partners.
It was in the early days of Food Bank when I'd first started, there was a number of things that we started to see. The impact of austerity, which is around 2013-14, we started to see that coming through. And then around that was also punitive sanctions. And I've always wanted to deal with and work with people to get them out of that situation and to get them the help and support that they need. And that's where our relationship with the Law Centre became invaluable, because we were on the ground hearing the stories that people were saying to us about, I went to an appointment and I got sanctioned, or I was 5 minutes late and I got sanctioned, or I was sick and I got sanctioned. And you just think, this is so unacceptable. This is not right within our society, that we're taking this action against people simply because of, no fault of their own. And, it really has motivated me and the Food Bank to try and challenge that as often and as we can. And that's where the link with the Law Centre has been wonderful, because we've been able to do some fantastic work together. And I know we've done, overturned lots and lots of sanctions, which for me is a win-win.
So I think part of the key to our relationship with the Law Centre is, yes, there's collaborative working. Yes, we work together as partners. Ultimately, there is a challenging relationship as well. The Law Centre, you've got lawyers that will challenge the decisions we make as a local authority, the decisions that are made within my department, around benefit entitlement and so forth. That's really important and really helpful, because actually it keeps us on our toes, for want of a better phrase, to make sure that our processes, our policies, the way we're dealing, interacting with our most vulnerable residents is actually right, because actually we want to do it right. We want to make the right decisions, the fairest decisions for our residents, and feedback and challenge from the Law Centre, whether it's at a tribunal, whether it's in court, or whether it's just through an informal forum where we can have that open and honest conversation, is all really positive for the local authority. The fact that we've got the largest law centre in the country operating within the city, I think is just really, really helpful and productive for people of Coventry and for the local authority.
It's been really unique in that the work that we've done with the Law Centre has been life-changing for a number of women that we've engaged and have had a referral for the Law Centre. And that's not something I say flippantly or for impact myself, that's because that's genuinely the case. We've had women who've been destitute, women who have felt that they've had to live under the radar and not be able to engage in society. So it has been, it's been really key and integral to the work we do as a partnership.